So I can and I will focus on my desire to live the life that I've imagined. I can and I will stay close to this desire by reminding myself of it every day. No one can stop me but me, and nothing can stop me until tomorrow. And I only have to believe this for one day. You know, I was, oh, by the way, this is day 14. This is January 31st, 2015. I was going to make a video about chapel on Friday, and I have quite a few videos. If you look here on my computer, I don't know if you can see that, there are all the clips from, that's all the clips that I had from the camera. There are a lot of, 30-second clips and 20-second, 10-second clips, but I had a friend come in today. He had sent me a message on Facebook, and he said, do I have a record player? And I do happen to have, there's a record player. It's not a very expensive record player, but that's on actually now, and it does, let's see, function. It does FM radio, AM radio, CD, has a CD tray here, and then it has record player right in there. Really cool. My wife got it for me a while back. Anyway, I just wanted to show you, I really like music from the 80s, and I like a lot of Christian music, probably a lot of music that a lot of people haven't heard, but I'm going to show you the albums that he got me, and maybe you've seen them too. I can't play them because I don't have the rights to play them, but I can show you the album covers. Anyway, here we have White Heart, very popular in the 80s, and that's Hotline, and it had a couple songs on it that was popular. You see it's still in the plastic. It's got, it's still got the sleeve, if you're not used to what records are, that's used to be what we used to get. It has a song called Jerusalem. That was written by Eddie DeGarmo and Dana Key, which they were two people in DeGarmo and Key, which were very popular in the 80s, but they helped write music for other people. Anyway, this is one of my favorite ones that he gave me. Mylon Lefevre and Broken Heart, Sheep and Wolves Clothing. Sheep and Wolves Clothing. This was a really big album of the day. It has several big songs. Gospel Ship, Trains Up in the Sky, The Warrior, let's see, Crucible of Love, He is Strong. One of the big things about this album is it had a lot of, I don't know if you can see it here, you can't really see it, it had, these are just some of the people on the album you can see, definitely 80s, but some of the big singers from the time, Philip Bailey from Earth, Wind and Fire, of course you had Mylon Lefevre, Joe English from the English band, Russ Taff, which was really big in the time that this album was made, Leon Patillo, which was fairly big, Gaither Vocal Band, which was decently big, Greg X Volz, really big. Greg X Volz was the lead singer of Petra, and it's listed on here as courtesy of Petra and Star Song, so he was still singing with Petra at the time. And Larry Norman, which Larry Norman can be considered one of the, I don't know, founders of Christian rock, well before most any Christian people were doing rock and roll, as far as like a rock and roll sound. There's another, Mylon Lefevre. I haven't heard this album. It has quite a few songs. I'm sure, well, I say that, I probably have heard some of the songs. A couple I don't know. He said this was a piano player. Ken Medema? I don't know, I've never heard of it. He said this was really funny, this album. This was a comedy album. Isaac Air Freight, Pick of the Litter. Anyway, he said it was a comedy album, never heard of it. Harvest, you see still has some plastic on it. Cover. Harvest, I've heard of Harvest. Sorry about all this. Give Them Back, Rise Up. See, I'm trying to see if there's any songs. Give Them Back was a big song, I remember that. I don't remember any of the other songs on it. Now here is a really big album. This one, the year that it came out, which, I'm trying to see, I don't know, 85? This was like album of the year. Russ Taff had just left the Imperials. He was with the Imperials for a long time. Russ Taff medals, and he won album of the year, and I believe he won. Album of the year. I know he won male artist of the year. And medals, rock solid. Here I am. I'm not alone. Not gonna bow. They're just. This was really, really popular. And it had like 7 or 8 songs that played on the radio, which is, for a Christian album, that's pretty impressive. Chris Christian. I remember this album. I remember the cover. Mirror of Your Heart was popular. Pray Away, Praise the Lord. I don't remember a lot of those songs. I remember that album cover though. The Imperials. Remember I said about Russ Taff? This was after Russ Taff left. These two guys and this guy were like in the band for a long time. This was the guy that replaced Russ Taff, and so Rise Again. That was a big song. It says the Imperials sing the classics. So this was a lot of songs I guess they did before, but Rise Again, that was a big song. El Shaddai, El Shaddai was made popular by Amy Grant. The King is Coming, Because He Lives, which is a Gaither song. Through It All, Lionel Harris. Praise the Lord, which was an Imperial song, which is probably the song that they're most known for. In fact, Russ Taff will sing it in concert still. Truth. I don't remember this album. Don't remember this album, but it's produced by Steven Taylor. I don't know if that's the same Steven Taylor that is the singer who did a lot of recording really funny songs, and also Steven Taylor who worked with Newsboys, but he's been around a long time. This is 86, so I know that he was doing music then, and I don't know which one. Steve Camp. I don't know if Steve Camp and Jeremy Camp are. This would have to be the father if they are related. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. It's a Dying World. Steve Camp was popular. I don't remember this album specifically. I do remember Steve Camp. I don't know this one. Laurie Cross. Synthesized keyboards. I don't know. A Time for Peace. Ivory Sessions. That sounds like keyboards. Silverwind. I remember the name, but I don't know if I remember any of the songs. I mean, obviously, it's a very local group probably at the time. It says California on it. I remember the group, but I don't remember any songs. Chris Christian, I remember that. This is his album, Love Them While We Can. And I'm trying to see, let's see, Give Up Yourself, We Tied Our Shoes, Took Our Soul, Still Have Much to Say. I don't know. Weight of the World, Sweet Destiny. You know, I don't know. I recognize the name Chris Christian. I don't remember any of those songs. Brown Bannister, he's pretty popular. I don't know. Let's see here. Created Me a Clean Heart. Now that is probably the same song that was written by. I'm going to open it up here. That Created Me a Clean Heart is a song that was written by it says additional vocals Amy Grant and Gary Chapman by well, you know, I can't remember his name now. I'm going to look it up, pause this video. Keith Green. Keith Green made a song called "Creating Me a Clean Heart," but it is right out of the Bible, so it probably can't take credit for it. And Chuck Girard, never heard of Chuck. It looks like 70s because he needed a shave. Let's see, what year? Yeah, 1975. Wow, I'll have to listen to it. I would play some of these, but I don't own the rights to them. So let's see if I'm gonna look up Steve Camp. Jeremy Camp. Let's see. Steve Camp, Jeremy Camp. Let's see if I can look this up. Steve. Huh. Well, it says that Steve Camp and Jeremy Camp are not related. Well, there you go. Anyway, so shout out goes to my friend Jack. He had sent me a Facebook message that said, do you have a record player? And I said, well, yeah, I have a record player. He said, well, you want these albums? They're just taking up space, so there you go. Thanks, Jack. Anyway, this has been a different kind of video. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.